What's up, everybody? This is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog, doing a quick Friday show. Had some changes in the schedule, but again, one of the greatest American problems right now is everything is running off math, science, data, and who will learn it? Who will be the people? We got a lot of people who want to get paid really highly to do nothing, and that's just not going to happen. And so I had some articles I want to show here because I keep want to touch on the future where we're heading is going to require a lot of people to be retrained. And in my personal opinion, it's going to require about 5 million African Americans to be retrained and put in certain positions, and probably 7 to 8, maybe 9 million Hispanic folks to be retrained and put in positions. But let's just go ahead and kick that off. Uh, and part of this I want to break down to you is age, right? But let's go here. Despite big layoffs, it's still a great time to work in tech, experts say. I've seen bad job markets. This is not it. Okay. So again, this is people talking about rumors of layoffs and big tech companies, and they're talking about it worldwide. One of 70,000 employees at US based tech companies that lost their jobs in the past 12 months. Despite all this, many people have already been rehired. Nearly 80% of laid off tech workers found a new role within 3 months of beginning their job search. All right. Why is that? Because they have skills. Let me skip you on over to this other article. I want y'all to see it here. And if you can, drop your city and state in the chat. Say what's up to your girl. We're out here the back door by the pool, so it's just gonna be bright, and y'all got to work with it today. Let me see. Show you this right here. Okay, this is really important. Retirement stats right here. All right, retirement stats for 2023. 15 important facts everybody should know. Okay, again, the average retirement age for both women and men have increased by 3 years since the 1990s. So what does that mean? That means your mom and dad thought they were retiring at 62, 65. They're not. They're adding more time. So on average, 3 years have been added onto their work schedule. Each U.S. retiree typically sets aside $4,300 for healthcare expenses per year. Y'all, that's not enough. That is not enough. There's no way you're going to spend 4K a year in health expenses. It's just not going to happen after 60 plus. Over a third of Americans don't believe they'll ever retire. I mean, I told y'all when I was working at one or two stores in college, I was just saying, "Oh, when you retiring?" And the lady looked at me like I was crazy and said, "When they carry me out of here." And I said, "Oh my God." 60% of Americans plan to rely on Social Security as their main source of income in retirement. 77% of Americans are investing in a 401k plan, which to me is interesting because the average person at 59 years old in their 401k plans right now is less than $250,000. So imagine they've been saving for 20, 30 years, and that's the bulk of what they have. About 10,000 baby boomers turn 65 each day, and a entire generation is expected to reach retirement age by 2030. So right now it's 2023. That means we have 7 more years of pretty much every single day, 10,000 people every single day turning 65 years old. And so, again, this is why the 55 and up housing is increasing. The 55 and up communities are increasing. If you've ever been to Georgetown, Texas, you've seen it. A lot of our areas, that's what's going on, right? We have to kind of focus attention on kind of resizing housing, right? A lot of the housing we saw in Georgetown, Texas is 2 bedroom, 2 bath, right? They don't need more than that, right? They've downsized. So again, the average retirement age for men is 65 and the average for women is 62. But again, if we're adding about 3 to 4 years onto that, because before 1992, it was around 59 women retired and 62 men retired. And if you notice at a lot of job sites, you got people in their 70s and 80s. We have people called the Classy Climb that are 75 still working. So we have to redefine what that looks like and how much it would take. Um Again, let me see. Military retirement stacks projected that the number of U.S. military retirees will go to 2.3 million in 2032. You know the military people getting a good check. All right, the average American retiree receives 1,600 in Social Security benefits per month. If people could hear that number more and more, I think they would make better plans. That's just. But the average mean retirement income in American households in 2021 was $73,000. So is $73,000 enough to take care of you for the next 20 years? I do not believe so. Okay. Let me get into this other one. Baby boomers right now, on the average, have $191,000 plus in mortgage debt. So again, most people considered retirement when you didn't have a mortgage or you had paid off cars and you reduced your expenses because you're no longer working. But that model is changing. So what happens when that model changes? How are we preparing for it? Again, let me go on over here to plumbers, because this is what I wanted y'all to see the numbers. Let's see over here. Hold on one second. Let me get to it. Okay, there it is. Let me see where is that. All right, so even here, just one of them, just one of them. Okay, employment for plumbers, pipe fitters, and steam fitters. This is just one. It's projected to grow 2% from 2021 to 2031, slower than average of all occupations. I doubt this greatly. Why do I doubt this greatly? Because I have properties in Detroit and Cleveland. They're consistently, like daily, working on all the water systems up there and the pipes up there. Right? So you got a lot of the Midwest. They're just gonna be working on pipes for years. Then you have Florida, Miami. They have like $1 billion coming down the pipeline to help them fix all the pipes and plumbing they have in their South Florida issues and flooding. So these numbers to me are off, but I'll just keep on going. Okay, it says despite limited employment growth, there are about 46,000 openings for plumbers, pipe fitters, and steam fitters projected every year on average over the decade. So 50,000 people a year. The next 10 years is what? Half a million people. They try to play it down like, oh, it's just a little bit. It's just 50,000 openings. And I'm like, that's the people posting about openings right now, right? In Texas, we're so short on plumbers. If you have 1,000 hours in Texas and you've worked under a plumber, you can call yourself a plumber. It's crazy. People are not even graduating in the traditional route anymore because of the shortage. Let me see if I can pull this other one up. Let me close this. Okay. All right. This one talks about how many tech jobs. Hold on a second. Let me go back and actually open the screen up. That might help, right? Okay, let me see. And some of y'all in here, you're dropping your season states. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What's up, Jacqueline? New to the ClassyCon membership. If you guys don't know, we have about 500 videos going over to the paid side, just closing, taking a lot of stuff down. So hopefully you enjoy it. You can catch it when you can. We have Louisiana in here. Oh my God, Detroit retirement is 67 now? Question mark. Richmond, Virginia. Home Depot has full of older light human and women past retirement age. What's going on? Home Depot. When I worked there, we were full of people over 55, 70. Some people were just doing something on the weekend. We had a lot of military retirees in the Austin stores who just needed something to do on Saturdays. Honestly, so that was why they were there. Social Security admin stop mailing statements. Folks don't know what they will get unless they log in now. See, Thomas Dixon, and that's terrible because a lot of older folks aren't on the computer like that. They want that paperwork. Send me that paperwork so I know what I'm getting. All right. Yes, greetings from Oklahoma. What's good? Okay, let me go into the next one. Let me go on here. So even out here, just showing you a couple different areas. Phoenix Tech job listings jumped 69% this year. Okay, just in Phoenix alone. We were out in the West Coast, so we got to hit you with a few West Coast data. Again, they had Phoenix has the ninth highest rate of tech job listings growing in the USA and the bulk of the jobs available. So put it in your cap. Why are so many California people coming over here? It's for work. It's for work. Let me see. Go to the other one. I had like two more. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Let me go here. Oh, man. No, I don't have it. I don't have it. Oh, no. Well, long and the story short, I'm trying to find two other articles that I had posted up, but I can't find them, y'all. No. Okay. Long and the story short, I'm in the Bay. I'm considering moving to Phoenix, but it's not for work. Hey, listen, you could be like the Snowbirds. They take half and half time. taking breaks. You know how the people do that. You could always do that. Um, a lot of what I'm trying to get people to understand is like who will do the tech, right? Because some people say, "Oh yeah, there's new manufacturing jobs in Dallas and they're different. They don't need you to do so much backbreaking work, but a lot of technical work. Well, who are we going to get to do the technical work? These companies are going to start having to pay for people's education. I know no one wants to hear that, but that is like the going trend. If you have any kind of plumbing, roofing, technical company, unless you're willing to do on the job training, those companies are going to be short. And I can't remember the article, but I'm gonna try to find it. It was saying when you have such a high number of young men who are not working, it's dangerous. It makes for dangerous societies. They have so many tech jobs, they have to import people. They do, but also if they're running boot camps in Mexico and Canada right now, why couldn't we run boot camps in Texas? Why can't we run boot camps in Houston? Why can't we run boot camps in Austin? You know, why don't we run a boot camp, in Kansas City, or, name the city, right? America has plenty of areas where we have people who are, one, not working, and two, could be trained. So again, it's something we have to think about. So when someone had to tell me the cost of living where I'm currently at is the same as another city in Texas, yet they get paid more for the same position we do, you already know where I'm headed. For sure. I mean, for sure. You can do it. You can do it. Let me go over here. Let me check one more thing. But a lot of times, you guys, I think people don't understand that, like, the process is we're paying someone to be trained, but who is going to be the manager? Who is going to be the person who's over that person, helping them get the skills they need and making sure if there's a mistake that it can be fixed? So these are things we're not really calculating as we look over and say, oh man, younger people are lazy. They don't want to work. It's not that they don't want to work. They aren't even trained for the jobs that we need at the current time. Right. So even here, this is in the Sentinel, Colorado Business Wire. Job postings for tech focused roles across the economy are up 25% from January to October 2022, the same compared to the same period of 2021. Again, data always has a lag. High profile tech layoffs, more than 90,000 in December 9th, 2022, are masking the continued health of the overall market. Again, this is compared to 375,000 tech jobs that were posted October 22nd. In non-tech sectors like healthcare, aerospace, finance, and consulting, tech positions are in high demand as organizations continue to focus on digital transformation. Again, the easiest way for I want y'all to break this down, tech is this blanketed word for many careers, but your local bank, they need a guy in there to do what? Make sure cybersecurity, protect your bank from getting hacked, right? They need to make sure the website's up to date. We need people to upgrade the technology on the website. You've seen some of these little country websites. They ain't been that great, right? Same thing when it goes to several of these insurance companies, keeping your data safe, new technology, secure folders, emailing you guys information and putting it out. Like, there's levels inside of each of these companies that will need to be protecting people's information. What's another thing people don't think about is child social security numbers. The highest risks of identity theft have been younger children. So if I work at a school and the data for your child social security is there and their shot record and pretty much all their information, don't we need to have somebody there who works in a technical position to make sure what the school doesn't get hacked, the information isn't being hacked? Right. So we can go all across many titles, um, and still would be hitting this, right? Because many people think, oh, you just mean, defense, the military, finance, and banking. Those are the people. That's 52% of the top 50 of 50 companies looking to hire people, but it's across a lot of ways, right? They're even talking about telemedicine in this article. When people want to book airflare and use their apps on their phone, all those companies need seamless online and mobile experience for customers and protect their private information, right? This is why I said the next 2 years I'm not using anything but a credit card everywhere I go, and just let my money pay off the credit card, because the credit card money, they're going to make sure they get their money back. If you use your debit card, well, sorry about you, Miss Williams. It ain't happening today. And so you got to really think about, why is that technological person that's supposed to keep your data secure, they might be lacking that at that office. They might be lacking that in that app. They might be lacking that on Amazon, which Amazon shouldn't, but you get my point. Right here, if you go down here in this article, it talks about hubs like Silicon Valley in New York. Because of the increased cost of living, a lot of people are basically leaving. They're going to states like Florida, which got a 32% increase, Pennsylvania, which got a 27% increase, and Arizona, that got a plus 27% increase. Now, why is that? That's because companies move their headquarters there. Pennsylvania is this in between spot where they didn't go too far south, Florida, and the company didn't get too far away from New York. So that's part of it. Texas saw overall 22% increase in tech job postings, and the only state with 5 cities in the top 25: Austin, Houston, Dallas, Plano, and San Antonio. You guys, again, let me say it again: Austin, Houston, Dallas, Plano, San Antonio. On top of the 25 cities of total tech positions, we saw a double-digit increase in the past year in Houston, Miami, Phoenix, San Diego, Charlotte, and Boston, all exceeding 25% growth. So when people say, Ericka, why would you be building new construction? Oh, the housing market. Oh, look at the math. Look at where people are moving, relocating to, right? When you get in a position where you got a higher paying job in your new city and you've made enough money, now y'all can kind of spend more time back in your hometown with your mom or your dad, or you can get that second beach house back in your own home state. That's one thing. But a lot of these people are moving for the what? Jobs and the discounted housing and the discounted living. So again, let me name these cities. If you're in any of these cities or within an hour of these cities, there are opportunities. Top five: Austin, Houston, Dallas, Plano, San Antonio. And then they saw a double digit increase year over year in Houston, Miami, Phoenix, Arizona, San Diego, California, Charlotte, North Carolina, and Boston, Massachusetts. So if nothing else, if you got nothing else from this, hitting Houston, Miami might be too expensive for you to get in those markets, maybe. Phoenix, San Diego. San Diego's expensive. I ain't gonna front you. But Phoenix, Charlotte, maybe some opportunities there, right? So you have to look at the different ways. Now, even look at these percentages. Engineers are in high demand across the whole United States. Software development engineers, 139%. Back-end engineers, 121%. Data science managers, 103%. They have more than doubled than 2021. Why is that? They need talent in so many different areas, right? So let me go in the comments here. I'm hoping y'all hear that. This is from Business Wire. It's a Berkshire Hathaway company. Why is this important? Berkshire Hathaway is going to pay tons of analysts to collect data and put out articles, and it influences how they're buying, how they do things. So let me go into the comments real quick. Let me go. Oh man, y'all in here chatting. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Let me go down some more. Sharing this in community hub, great. We need both camps, AI and robotics, especially in minority communities. I mean, honestly, they could go in parts of what's that, Milwaukee, where it's just so horrible right now with a lot of the black community there. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, just throw a bunch of camps there. They lost a lot of the last manufacturing out of those cities and states, and I mean, a lot of people just aimlessly outside. That's the best way I can say it, right? IT position, mind you, so many positions listed in Texas and quite frankly, all over the country. Yes, beautifully textured, but this is also why it's important to read the data. Where are these companies at, and what are the cities that are really being impacted? Because sometimes we'll have people and they're like, "Oh, I can't find anything in Dallas," and I'm like, "What? Dallas? What are you doing? What are your skills?" I read somewhere that boomers and Gen X don't train. They just expect you to get it or figure it out. This I would agree with. Unfortunately, we got a lot of boomers and Gen X. And Gen X is 42 to 53, maybe 54. I got to go look at my numbers again. But boomers are definitely 1946 to 1964. So yeah, I mean, a lot of these companies, they've been doing it for so long, but this is a lot of new tech that, having somebody who's helping the staff keep documentation secure, they may not be able to train you on what that looks like. You may need to come with some skills already. Or at least they should be willing to, in my opinion, finance an annual kind of conference for at least a couple people on staff, so that not just one person, if they leave or they have a kid or they need to move or change jobs, then the company's in a lurch. Y'all so stupid. Mindset is different between generations. Gen X, get it done. Mentality of Gen Z is my feelings matter. Y'all so silly, but that is true. Let me see here. I've been working in IT since 2000. Since the late 1990s, there's been an agenda to bring workers from other countries to do tech work. See, Copper G, this is something to me. I get it. I get it. I mean, I'm not gonna knock you. I get it, but we just have a lack of exposure. It's because I've moved so many cities and towns that I even know about half the jobs. And then when I talk to my tech friends, they don't even know about half the jobs in their company. They'll be like, "Hey, I found this online for Dale." They're like, "What? What does that person even do?" So people get real deep tunnel vision, and this is why a lot of times I'm just telling people, they definitely need a mentorship, coaching, get in some of these groups that are going to help you get on the track. Because yes, is there some agenda for sure, but do they just need a million people in jobs right now? Yeah, so there's like 10 million openings on Indeed.com, in various areas. So it's like we just have a skill up in America issue. Again, it gets back to the title of the video. Everything in this country is running off math and science. Your telehealth, your documentation, a lot of stuff is being digitized. A lot of these older offices, they got to switch over to these internet systems. A lot of the construction, Yardy systems, all this stuff is getting switched over. But who will run the tech? Who's going to do it? Because you got people one foot out the door in their late 60s and 70s. They're not going to do it. Why are they going to do it? They just working a few more years till they feel ready to go home. This is something. This is why you see all these people selling their businesses in some of these buy biz sell. Because why keep doing it? They're at an age where they can go sit down. This is why younger generation. Okay, I see what you're saying. For sure. Data analysts are needed in every industry to understand the company's data to thrive or pivot during an economic downturn. Exactly, right? Companies are hurt by what they don't know and they're not having the particular people they need to make it run. Gen X was trained. You just figure it out. So we expect everybody else to do the same. I know, Leah, and that just ain't gonna work. Blue collar about to hit. Well, that's the thing. You're gonna need. There's gonna be so many young men kind of return to the trades because it will be the available work. But you will probably still, again, I would tell anybody who owns a plumbing company, a roofing company, anything that's going to be blue collar related, plumbing, you name it, electrical, prepare to spend to put some people through school. That's just what it's going to be. She said, for example, dialysis clinics all over hire with bonuses and pay for full training for all positions except RN and doctors. There you go. Yeah, that'd be a really expensive bill paying for a lot of nurses. Um, there you go, D Nice. I'm charging tech workers a bunch to rewire their houses. Yeah. I mean, that's just what it is. Tam, you have to figure things out. Tech is where you use your brain, not repetitive steps. Let me see here. A lot of government jobs require you to be U.S. citizens. That's a good thing. Smart Money Chick TV said, "Leave us Gen X alone. I'm testing for my Cisco CCNA May 10th. Gen X strong. Semper Fi." Look, I know y'all. Half of y'all don't want to train nobody. That's all I'm saying. They said boomers and Gen X had good schools. Public school quickly began to decline. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think the greatest generation that had the best teachers, I think they were saying was 1950 and before that, because women couldn't go any place, right? So you could be the best, smartest woman, but you could only be a teacher or a nurse, they probably had a higher quality education than many people. They said in fast-paced tech companies, you're thrown to the wolves. You better read and practice. Hey, man, I feel you. Thank you so much. He said 1980 to 1965, 58 to 43. Yeah, them Gen X's. Let me see. Same thing in maintenance. Give you a task, they expect you to figure it out. Yeah, at some point. They even put in the job description they are not training. They want you to know. Blockchain developers, AI robotics is wide open for sure. We just had Sub-Zero come on. And talk about blockchain technology and talk about getting all these things done, because why? We don't have the people, right? So who are we going to find to get these things done? Our government will train them. Listen, There are companies training, and I get it. I get it. You're saying they're trying to replace Americans, but at the end of the day, a lot of this comes down to we are lacking at least 5 million, in my opinion, African Americans who could be trained to do a lot of this work, and about 7 to 9 million Latinos who could do the same work. Again, it depends on if the country decides if it's important. And the way y'all water system working up north, y'all need somebody. Y'all better get to training. Okay, let me see. What's the other one? I had one more article. I thought I did. Uh-oh. Well, might not have it, y'all. But this is just like a little Friday update. I just wanted to kind of give y'all the heads up on, like, a lot of people saying, Erica, there's tech layoffs. And I'm like, yeah, but it's still going to be future next 10 years. This is probably the best lane for some of y'all to be in, and some for the young people to be in. Right? If it's not hands on, it needs to be technical. One or the two, right? Either they're going to be learning some type of trade where they know they're always going to get paid. Again, electrical guys are going to make a ton of money because people are doing what? Rewiring these old ass houses. Even in Austin, we're having to gut down to the studs, and then you're still having to deal with wires. You saw Detroit; they've got that old tube and knob system, so then you're really gutting. So it's a lot of opportunities either way, right? Technical, right, or trades where someone's going to have to do it. I told y'all that one time I was in traffic and the two men into going down the sewer system were like old, gray, dark gray hair, older, skinny arms climbing down this ladder. And I thought to myself, if this one man falls, certainly this other guy can't go get him. They're going to have to call somebody out here. And that's the type of people you're expecting to keep working another 20 years. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. There's a great thing called cyberstates.org. Let me go ahead and pull this up real quick, and then I'll kind of close it out because it's Friday, y'all. We got things to do. Let me see. I think not. No, 1980 is the cutoff. I think it's 1980 is the cutoff. Because 1980 was the last year you had the gas shortage. What president was that? I think 1980 is the smallest year of birth, like the lowest year of births, because of, like, the gas shortage, the economy, inflation, all that stuff. So I think they did fall under the Gen X. Let me see here. Okay, let me go here. Oh my. How did I know this? Okay. All right. Here you go. The Welcome to the State of Tech Force. This is CompTIA, but you can go into www.cyberstates.org. A lot of great interactive maps, a lot of good information. It's an explore tour. Now, key findings. Okay. Pay attention. $1.9 trillion is estimated directed economic output of U.S. tech industry, representing 8% of our national economy. 9.4 million tech employment related jobs for 2023. All right. They're predicting 273,000 new tech jobs. I'm laughing about the diversity index score because a lot of people like what diversity at these companies, but I'm gonna leave that alone. 4.1 million number of postings U.S. employers right now for job openings. 103 medium tech occupation wages were higher than the national wage in the United States. So again, 103%. That means basically double that. Whatever the national is, double that. Okay. Number of tech businesses established in the United States, 582,000. 2x is the projected growth of tech jobs over the next decade. Right? You can download this full report, but you can also go to this interactive map. Can you guys see this interactive map? Look how dark blue Texas is, California. Look at the blue on Arizona, Colorado, Nevada. Look at North Carolina, Virginia. You see they skipped over South Carolina, and y'all know why. Y'all slow down there. That's why. Then they skipped over to Georgia, Alabama, right? So these are places, and again, Huntsville, Alabama is known, of course, at this point, but not everybody knows. But yeah, this website gives great data for people who are trying to like challenge you on why would you pick this career? Why would you go this direction? Again, technical manufacturing. You see it went up. IT services, custom software service went up. Telecommunications went up. Software went up. Right? Look at the diversity scale. You already know what time it is. In tech, okay, 8% black is what they're saying in there. 8% Latino and 26% women. Hey, we get what we can get. All right. So yeah, definitely come on this website. Use this maps. Lots of information. I'm liking if I just click on Texas, boom, I zoom in. Um, it'll talk about a lot of things if you click on it. But again, state view, boom, you go to state view. You're talking about 602 tech jobs, 500,000 technical occupation jobs, and 39 of the tech industry jobs are in the tech occupation. So again, whole state. Right. So again, these are things you guys can check out on your own time and prepare yourself for next week's Tech Tuesday. But let me see what the last of y'all comments are so I can wrap it up out of here. And there's 250 people here. Let's hit the like button. The likes are free. Jesus paid it all. Data centers aren't going anywhere for sure. Gen X here got my new construction home, and it was 139,000, almost 3,000 square feet in Atlanta. Purchased 1999. Man, you got in at the good times. You people out here crying they can't get nothing for 139 in Atlanta, even near Atlanta. They're gonna be in Macon. I'm in tech. AI blockchain believes jobs are 250,000 in remote. Yeah, if you can have two remote blockchain jobs and you making half a million a year, you're gonna be tired. Ain't no way, but I believe it. But you're gonna be tired. Jimmy Carter, yeah, Jimmy Carter. Servers, power, edge devices, yeah. 82 starts millennial. I believe it. I believe it. Blockchain development, it will be huge and wide open. Okay. He says, my grandson is in an eco tech class on Saturdays that teaches and expect more than regular school homework. He's only 8 years old. Leah, that is for his benefit. I promise you, children who are 8 to 15 right now, you can get them on the right track. You can slide them into the door. Let me see here. What else? What else? The website is called cyberstates.org. Cyber states, like states as in a state, states.org. The government needs IT professionals. IRS pulled my dad out of retirement with a starting offer of 120K day one in office and 4 remote. Hey, your daddy take that job if you want to. Why not? Depends on if he wants to stay retired. Oh man, cool breeze. I appreciate that. The cloud service and data science are 100K plus. Space Force got trillions. That's 80 billion that the IRS got is pennies. Hey, somebody got to do it, right? For sure. But anyways, you guys, this is your girl Ericka, Classic Clown Blog. This is just a real quick numbers Friday. I ain't cutting up too much out here. I got things to do today, but I hope this was informational for you guys. But again, a lot of times, why do we do the Tech Tuesdays? Why we've been doing it for 3 years? It's because I see the opportunity coming for a lot of folks, and just folks ain't ready. So I hope you guys get this information. There you go. Yeah, put in the chat right there. Anyways, you guys, check you guys, whoever who is coming April 29th and 30th to Phoenix, Arizona. We will be having the Ground Up Conference. Listen, super exciting time. 2 days packed of information and fun. Also, you guys see something special in the summer. We haven't put the exact dates down yet, but you just got to keep your emails, check out your emails and check out your responses because I know Enrique sent y'all out a bunch of good stuff today. Thank you, Journey to Jasmine, put it in the chat. That's right. Somebody said Space Force civilian. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of Space Force civilian jobs. Go ask Tam at Women in Linux. She has lots of that good data on that information. For sure. No, no worries. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Yeah. Listen, you guys enjoy your Friday. It's almost a fish Friday. But if I can find some, it's gonna be a fish Friday out here. All right, you guys. It's your girl Ericka, Classy Con Blog. Later.